Hello, everybody. It is your Uncle Fish back again for School of Fish Art Stream. J-Man wants a Gatling gun on the end of his tail. Oh my goodness. J-Man says the tail's where you put all the heavy artillery. Damn. He said he used to have a howitzer on the end of his tail. Hello, everybody. It is your Uncle Fish back again for School of Fish Art Stream. Looking forward to having a good show. It's nice to be back on a regular schedule again. We're doing, we've changed things up just a little bit on the Patreon. We're doing something different every week. Like the first week, we're putting out the newsletter that has new brushes and stuff that are going to drop on it. The second week is going to be a pre-film tutorial video that walks you through step by step on how to do something. I'm hoping that the pre-filmed ones will help cut down on getting quite so distracted with the chats in the comments and stuff like I'm prone to do. And so let me focus on getting that one thing covered. Like the one for last week was about making the crowd brush that came out with the newsletter. And then we've got the live art stream. And then next week is going to be me and T.S. Luther talking about things, talking about comics, bickering about things, talking about storytelling and how to make comics and whatever comes up, whatever is interesting, whatever people in the comments want to chime in and ask questions about. But anyway, we're going to be talking about stuff like that. And I'm hoping that it keeps it moving, keeps it interesting, and also keeps it interesting on my side, so it's not just doing the same thing all the time, and it's not just getting distracted while I'm working on stuff, having people live comment like you can do today on School of Fish. Anyway, we are going to be working on one of the commissions that I have on my monthly commission tier, where you can sign up and get, along with the physical book that you get every month and all that stuff, you also get a sketch card and you get a commission every month, which could be anything. Like it could be a pinup, it could be a variant cover, it could be whatever you want it to be. And in this case, Roscoe's been saving them up for a while to use as pages for a short story, but he also wants to get like a pinup poster done of his characters. So we're gonna work on that right now, and he sent me some examples of some of the like Street Fighter versus Capcom posters that he really likes, and he wants that kind of vibe of all the different characters, different poses and stuff, you know, facing off. So I'm going to copy a couple of these, and it might help if I showed my screen. There we go. There's a nice big 11 by 17 page, bigger than I normally work on, but we're doing a poster. I want to make sure it looks good for him. And then we're going to click on that, and whoops. That was not what I wanted. All right. I didn't know I could paste stuff into here. What do you know? You figure something out new every day. What I wanted to do was paste it in here, not in there. Crazy. We're going to convert that to an image material layer so we can move it around and see what we're doing with it. There, like that's one of the ones that I really like that he sent. That one really stands out to me as iconic and dramatic, and you know, checks all the cool boxes. This is another one I'm going to copy and paste in here right now. This is another one that he sent that I really liked. But I'm absolutely going to look at some of the ones that I don't particularly care for as much, because he liked them and sent them over. So even if I don't think it's quite as cool as some of these, I want to check them out in detail and make sure that I'm not missing something. Like this one's cool. I just don't think it's quite as cool. So we'll copy image, and then I'm going to paste it over here, and I'm going to convert it so I can move it around, enlarge it and things. Like I like this one This one's nice and epic. It's got the characters all different sizes and stuff. It's got a nice flow to it. This one is definitely busier, but I don't know. I like something about it. I like the no dead space in this one more than that one a little bit. So, you know, who knows? We'll probably end up mixing a whole bunch of this stuff together, a whole bunch of the attributes of each one of them. Feel free to sound off in the comments and let me know which one you like better. Here's another one that he sent. Another one. A lot of them are basically the same thing. Characters at different sizes, at different heights, um, all playing off of each other. I mean, it's all basically different takes on the same thing. So there's a couple where they're all very evenly spaced around the panels, but to me, that's a little boring compared to this iconic feel and flow of that going around. Um, I'm going to do a search real quick. Iconic movie posters. See if I can find something that jumps out at me with a similar kind of feel. Like that Blade Runner feel has the same kind of thing. Different sized figures filling up the page well. Kill Bill is basically the same thing. Hook kind of has the same thing going on. It's a popular motif across the board. Big Trouble in Little China. I've done a riff on that one. Thinking of Star Wars. Just wanting to get a feel for the balance that they used on the posters. This one is pretty centrally balanced. Like they're all basically right there in a line, and their side characters up to the side. Just trying to look for that one with Luke having his lightsaber straight up in the air for the first movie. That one. That's the one I was looking for. I wanted to see the balance on that. Which I thought it had more figures in it, but it really doesn't. So, okay, it's pretty heavy on this side with the main stuff, and then, okay. So it wasn't doing exactly what I remembered it doing. A lot of the later ones have gone to basically all doing the same thing, like different size balance of characters. Everybody's doing the same thing these days. Everybody's being an old copycat, doing what they'll do, copying what they'll copy. All right, so we're gonna turn that one off. I really like the vibe of that one. I like the background in this one. I like the fact that there is some background and there's some room to breathe there, where there's really not in this one. think I will leave a little bit of room at the top and bottom so there's room for him to add copy and whatnot that he might want to add to it, you know? Because you got to plan for all that stuff ahead of time. You don't want to make everything be awesome and everything be cool, important faces and gear and stuff like that. Like, you got to have some dead space so that you can put title copy and stuff like that and coming soon, whatever you want to add to it. So, all right, I'm going to do kind of a mix of these two vibes here. I like this one, but it's just a little too even. It's a little too matchy even all over. I think I want a little more drama in it than that. I want to give him something that's going to look really cool when it's all said and done. All right. Okay. So we've got the basic for what we're going to go for. And now I'm going to drop all of these. I'm going to hold shift, grab all those guys, even though they're not all on. I'm going to stick them in a folder. I'm going to mark it purple just so it stands out. I'm going to fade that down a little bit so I can see what I'm doing on the other layer. And I'm going to make that layer blue. And I just want to kind of sketch in some shapes for right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. My pen is not working. It is working on the other screen, and it's done this to me before. And my only option has been to shut down and reboot. Um, Let me try something real quick. See if I can keep from having to do that. Man, Still not working. I can draw with my mouse, but I can't get my pen to work. All right. Sorry. I'm going to have to shut down and reboot. I apologize for those of y'all just hanging out and joining us. I'm going to have to shut down and reboot and try and relaunch this. I apologize. I don't know if it'll come into the same video or not. I will try and share it out again. Sometimes these things happen. All right, I'm going to reboot, make sure that my screen's working correctly, and then I'm going to relaunch.